have read about one of the strong stands that I've taken at the Commission to ensure transparency, something that Ronnie was talking about earlier, transparency being a very crucial component of good government. I always get a little fired up when I'm about to talk about open government, so y'all bear with me. I gotta have a sip of water here. Gene knows. I worked on something this past year to ensure transparency and fairness in the process at the Commission, and I want to share a little bit with you about that this morning because many of you probably saw many of the articles that ran, certainly in the Atlanta Journal. I mean, I think there were close to 50 articles about this, and that's because Georgia was one of 2 states in the United States, us and Louisiana, that paragon of good government, that did not have an ex parte rule. So I went to work to change that. And I'll talk to you about that in just a second. But I also want to talk to you about what the Commission does. So many people don't understand what the Georgia Public Service Commission does and what our role in Georgia's government is. And quite simply, the Public Service Commission regulates the rates charged and services provided by most telecommunications, natural gas, and electric industries operating in Georgia. The decisions impact Georgia's families, businesses, and our state's economy. I think we're all very well aware of the impact that energy has on every aspect of our daily lives. So basically, every time someone picks up a phone, turns on a light, or sets their thermostat, the Public Service Commission has had some impact on that service by ensuring safe, reliable service at reasonable rates. In addition to regulation of the state's investor-owned utilities, we also have regulatory authority over certain areas of transportation, like limousines and Ubers, and we also have authority over pipeline safety. So whenever you hear about a natural gas pipeline breaking and crews being sent out to investigate, we are a part of that to ensure that the pipes are safe. The legislature deregulated the natural gas industry in Georgia in 1997. I call it squeezing the toothpaste out of the tube, because now it's out and we can't get it back in. It was with the passage of the Natural Gas Competition and Deregulation Act. So as a result, the Commission no longer has any rate-setting authority over the commodity price of natural gas. As in any competitive market, customer choice is key to getting the best deal. With natural gas, an average residential customer could potentially save $300 or more per year simply by your choice of marketer and the type of plan. Some of you may have seen or heard the news reports in recent weeks about 2 of the state's largest natural gas marketers, SCANA and Georgia Natural Gas. The Public Service Commission received numerous complaints from consumers about their variable rate charges. Consumers were telling us that they felt that they were being charged a higher rate. Some of the older customers were being charged a higher rate than some of the newer customers that signed up with these companies. So the Public Service Commission staff initiated an investigation, and staff alleged that the legacy customers, meaning customers of both of those companies that had been with the company 6 months or more, were charged a higher per therm rate than they should have been, and that they were not given proper notice of those changes. Some customers may have been paying as much as $50 more per month than they needed to. Public Service Commission staff asked the Commission to conduct hearings into this matter to determine if any laws or Commission rules had been violated. The Commission settled the case a few weeks ago with Georgia Natural Gas, offering a $25 credit to some of the impacted customers. The Commission will hold hearings in June to determine the outcome of the SCANA case. It's important for the Commission to hear from you. We're there to help you. If we do not hear from consumers, then oftentimes we're not aware of problems such as this. When a consumer contacts the Public Service Commission and you make us aware of concerns and allow us to help you resolve those issues of concerns, that gives us an opportunity not only to help you, but you're also making us aware of something that could be a systemic problem that impacts hundreds of thousands of Georgians possibly. So it's important, we want to hear from you, we work from you, and we need to hear from you, not only to help you, but to help other Georgians. Commission rules that protect consumers are often a result of consumer complaints. So again, it helps us to better serve you when you give us a call. I encourage you, when it comes to comparing the natural gas marketers and their prices, to make sure that you're getting the best deal, to visit our website. We have what we call an apples-to-apples comparison, which really, it breaks it down, the per therm cost, the customer service charges, those types of things, so that you can get a true apples-to-apples comparison. You can also get conservation tips, and you can review complaints, how many complaints that the Commission has received about the marketers regarding things such as customer service, deceptive billing practices, that type of thing. You can also call us. You know, it's interesting in this world we live in, everything is computer-based. And we forget, we have the phone, and yes, you can pick up your phone and get a live person, and we will talk to you. And we are happy to review the different plans with you and help you make an educated decision. In addition to our regulatory oversight of natural gas issues, the Commission is working very hard to ensure that Georgians have an adequate and reliable supply of electricity well into the future. We all know that our population is growing leaps and bounds, and we have to have an adequate supply of electricity to support our population that is growing. Last year, the Commission reviewed and considered Georgia Power's long-range energy forecast, and we established plans for meeting the state's electric power needs for the next 20 years. This plan, called the Integrated Resource Plan, or IRP, is required by law. It's reviewed every 3 years due to things such as population changes, demand, and technology, because the technology changes, thank goodness, as well. In reviewing the IRP, the Commission's first step is to determine Georgia Power's 20-year energy forecast and determine how much generation will we need. The second step is to determine how that need will be met. And we consider things such as clean coal, natural gas, nuclear, and green power, because our job is to find a good balance of diversity as well as considering cost and reliability. In addition to supply options, we consider demand options and ask the question if some of the need can be met not by building new plants, but by conservation and reducing usage. Georgia households use 25% more electricity than the national average. Consumers can reduce usage and save money on their energy bills in many ways, such as adding attic insulation, installing programmable thermostats, which can dramatically reduce energy consumption if implemented by enough people. Replacing conventional light bulbs with compact fluorescents is another easy, affordable way to reduce energy consumption. One compact fluorescent can save 1/4 ton of coal from being burned over its lifetime. 75,000 Georgians replaced just one incandescent bulb in their home with a compact fluorescent bulb. Not only would we save $55 over the lifetime of that bulb, but we would reduce future carbon dioxide emissions in our state by almost 20 million pounds. In March of last year, Philips Lighting Company announced that they would be phasing out the old incandescent bulbs by 2016. And the world's other 2 largest bulb manufacturers, Sylvania and GE, will follow suit shortly as well because of new technology that's more efficient. And why? That's because the compact fluorescent bulbs, they're so much more efficient because about 90% of the energy used in running an incandescent bulb is lost as heat. Whereas with the compact fluorescent bulb, it converts about 75% of the electric current into light. They save so much money because they're more efficient.